Now we're live. We're live.
We're live.
You are live.
All the way live.
It's all the way live. That's a great song by Coolio.
Was that Coolio? Okay.
That is Coolio, yeah.
That was pre-Gangster's Paradise.
That was after Gangsta's Paradise. So I believe that was the theme song to the movie Eddie. You remember Eddie with Eddie Murphy was the coach of the New York Knicks? Yep.
Yeah. I do remember that. I was getting it confused because I think there was a movie with a monkey that pitched with one of the characters from Friends, and I think that was also Eddie, but I might be way off on that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure if it was Eddie, but I think I know what you're talking about. And was the movie about, was it called Eddie? Yes, it was called Eddie.
I don't know. I can remember like bits and pieces of everything, but none of it ever gets put together in the complete puzzle. Like I'll just throw out like old references, but they never make sense because they're just bits and pieces.
Eddie movie. I remember John Sal. Okay, it was called Eddie.
Which
John's the movie with Eddie with Eddie Goldberg.
Eddie
Who the fuck is Eddie? Who is Eddie Goldberg? I just made that person up.
Whoopi Goldberg and Eddie Murphy had a kid.
Yeah.
And it came out Bill Goldberg.
What do you know, pal? Crazy things have happened. No, with Whoopi Goldberg coaching the Knicks, it's called Eddie, but I don't see any monkey movie.
No, okay. It must be a different name. I thought it was named Eddie. It was I think it was David Duchovny. Now I could be completely mixing up Friends characters too.
It is Friends. It's Joey from Friends.
Joey. Okay.
The movie's called
David
Ed.
Ed. Look
There
at me.
you
I'm
go.
close. I told you. See, I'll give you bits and pieces and be like so far off, but still right there.
You were very close. Nice work, pal.
Yeah.
You almost had it. Ed, Eddie, same thing.
I've always almost have it, like, just right there. But if you follow along my craziness that goes on in my head, you might capture something.
Oh God, nobody wants to do that. I'm not judging people because nobody wants to know what's going on here either. We're live, pal.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't say anything bad about anyone. I'll try my best.
I was just saying, like, today's the day the Ultimate Warrior passed away, and I was like, hope we don't see him on the show.
I wish I knew. I would have brought a birthday cake out in celebration. Happy anniversary, you piece of crap.
I don't know if that's fucked up or not, but it's so funny.
And can we change the name of that award?
For the crying out fucking
and
loud.
Get Dana Warrior off the television.
No, Mary, do you want to know how mature I am today?
Did you throw stuff at the screen when Dana Warrior came on the screen?
No.
Because Mind of Quinn probably did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. So no, I was listening to my R&B playlist earlier today, and the song "Too Close" by Next came on, and I just every time they mention making it hard for me or feel a little poke, I giggled like a girl because I'm 13 years old. Every time I just laughed every time he said it. I'll never listen to that song again without seeing Rick Rude and the Ultimate Warrior dry humping each other in the middle of a wrestling ring.
There's no chance.
No.
There's like if you hear that song before, it would like pop up memories of 7th or 8th grade for me. Nope, not anymore. Visual of Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior bear hugging.
They were doing something strange for a little piece of change, that's for sure.
There was no room for Jesus in between the two of them.
No, they couldn't fit a balloon in there. It would have popped.
Mm-mm.
That shit would have popped, pal. It would have. We had our basketball discussion before we came on here. The Cavs may or may not make the playoffs. The Bulls are going to make the playoffs, but I bet they get swept in 4 games because we have to play a team with a fucking winning record.
Yeah, was it going to be the Heat?
No, it's Boston.
Okay, Boston.
We're going to be taking on Boston.
Bulls in Boston.
Bulls in Boston. Yep, for sure. Going to be Bulls in Boston for sure.
It's a pretty good Boston accent you got there.
Thanks. I've been working on it. I think I tried to pass it off as a Jersey accent one time, and Michael Watkins was not impressed.
He shut it down real fast,
Yeah,
didn't he?
He said, nope. He said, is that your Jersey accent? I said, yeah. He said, it's terrible. I was like, what do you mean it's not good? He's like, does that sound like me?
I mean, well, if I'm thinking of Jersey, I'm thinking of Joe Pesci, and he probably isn't even from Jersey, but that's just like the first voice that pops in my head.
Now I got to Google Joe Pesci and find out where he's from. God damn it.
What am I, a clown to you? A clown?
See, I can't do it.
Am I funny?
What am I telling jokes?
See.
Hey, I can't do it either. I'm not even going to try to do Joe Pesci.
This is where we need Watkins.
This is right. He can be our Joe Pesci.
We need Joe Pesci right now.
He is from New Jersey. He was born in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, well, that's a good call out. I actually got something right.
I mean, I'm going to give you two things right because you guessed person from Friends, which was Joey, and you said Eddie, and it was Ed. Same fucking thing.
Close enough for me.
Ed's short for Eddie, just like Dick's short for Richard, and that's why Ricky Steamboat's Dick Blood.
A lot of 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon right there, and I'm good with all of it.
I like to get that out there. I like to get that out there every episode if I can. If it's feasible for me to work it in, I like to.
You have a checklist. Work in Dick Blood, sing Jeff Jarrett.
Yes.
If both of those things happen, we could shut the show off now.
That's the only two things on the checklist. I have nothing else on my checklist. Not a thing.
It's a very good checklist, though.
I was talking to Rachel today, my beautiful wife, and I was saying that WrestleMania feels like it was 6 weeks ago, doesn't it?
It does. It does not feel like it was 5 days ago. Was it only 5?
Yeah, not even a week. It hasn't even been a week yet.
No, it feels like it's been a solid month. Like it is hard to believe.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I had to live through a lot. I had to live through my Tar Heels blowing a 15-point lead and losing the national championship. So of course it feels like it's been a long time for me.
Yeah, I can't even believe that Monday night. That sucked.
But Mayor, we did
Duke.
beat Duke. So twice. I mean, twice, 2 times. We closed Coach K out 3 times. First ever loss, last loss to Durham, last loss ever. So I mean, that's something I at least feel
that man better not come back.
He's gonna come back next year. God damn it.
He has to after that.
He's definitely gonna. So let me ask you this, Mayor. What was your favorite match from WrestleMania? I'm both nights. What was your favorite
nights? Night 1 was a little bit more difficult to say what my favorite match would be because there were 2 that I really, really enjoyed. I want to say I'd have just the slightest bit of an edge, Cody and Seth as being the best match. But I also really, really enjoyed Becky and Bianca. Like I haven't gone back and really watched any of the matches yet. I probably will, but Becky and Bianca was incredible. That was such a good match, especially Bianca having to fight through. I know she had to be in a ton of pain when Becky literally did a front flip from the top rope into a drop kick into her nose, which wasn't supposed to happen. I'm sure. I've never seen that move pulled off before.
Yeah.
I don't think that was intended.
If that's what she was going for, amazing timing, because goddamn.
Yeah, because Bianca's eye was swelled up terribly on Monday night. She really, that was a doozy. And she fought through that for probably another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Ronda and Charlotte was really good too. I know people are pissed because, Charlotte wins again, but the way she won was perfect. That's what that's what her father, Ric Flair, did forever.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking do something underhanded, very small, real quick, get the win. And
that would have been my third favorite match. I just still slightly had Seth and Cody and Becky and Bianca a little bit ahead of it. Charlotte, all of her matches, and I'm saying this in a complimentary way, all of her matches look like a struggle. Like there's like actual combat involved. Like it's a real legitimate fight that's going on. And I love that about her matches. And I guess for night 2, this would be really easy for me. It was Austin Theory and Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite match of the night.
That's fair. So I mean, I would go with Bianca versus Becky. Like you said, a struggle. Like all three of those matches that we just talked about: Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and this match, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch, were all seemed like a struggle and a real fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with that one. I mean, I have to go back and watch it, but that might be the best women's wrestling match I've ever seen. In my personal opinion, that may be the best women's wrestling match I've ever seen.
I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't throw it out. I wouldn't be like, you're crazy.
Right.
You know, like it's definitely up there. I mean, it was really good.
It definitely was. It was really good. Night one was really good. I mean, I saw some of your tweets from night two. You didn't. I don't think I disliked it as much as you did. I thought that Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville was fucking hilarious. I was crying real tears because it was just so fucking funny. It just made me laugh so hard. By the end of it though, the last two matches, I actually just like went and laid in bed, and I was literally kind of like dozing off, but not because it was so boring. It was just because I've been watching wrestling for so long.
Yeah, by that time, it was like 14 or 15 hours of wrestling in 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't imagine, like, I mean, if you were there and you went to any of the other shows, because I think there was like maybe a GCW show that started at 2 a.m.
I'm sure. Yeah. You've been going for fucking more than 12 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how. I applaud the people that were there that sucked it up. I couldn't do that.
What are you all on cocaine? Is that what's going on?
Tony Khan is passing it out after that tweet today.
Real quick, Mayor, I got to make sure you are not a robot, correct?
Reprogramming.
Your head explodes.
No, I'm not a robot. I am a real person, as hard as it is to believe at times. But yes, I am real.
Oh, man.
100%, baby.
100%, baby. Yeah, I thought the Cody entrance was really the way they did it. That was really, really cool. The way he came back, I thought. And
Yes.
you know me, I'm not the biggest Cody Rhodes fan of all time. I wouldn't even put him in my top 50. But that was cool, and the match was. I mean, I'm not as over the moon about that match as everybody else is. It was decent. I don't think it was great, but I just some people just aren't for some people, and maybe Cody Rhodes isn't for me. Maybe we'll give some time for him to grow on me, but it's been a long time already, and he hasn't. But
yeah.
But at the same time,
give it a chance, because I'm really feeling the baby face. I know he was being himself in AEW and was like booed out of the building, and everyone hated him, and now he's just being himself in WWE, and people are like over the moon for the guy. Like, he hasn't changed anything.
I think people are genuinely have. I think some people are genuinely had before. Like I was gonna say, even though I'm not a big fan of his, man, fucking good for him. Like that's when he left WWE, he set out to make himself a bigger name to come back and be in a spot at a WrestleMania against a guy like Seth Rollins, and he did that. So yeah. I mean, kudos to him. He did what he set out to do.
Yeah, him and Matt Cardona are two great examples of guys that have been able to leave the WWE and at the time not go to another known organization and just take the indies by storm and kill it. And they're both working their asses off, and I applaud both of them. I think they both did a great job at that. And I mean, I guess you can't call the NWA an indie, but maybe it is still these days.
I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, you could kind of look at it as one.
Yeah, I mean, it was the largest wrestling promotion in the world for 80 years.
Right. That was, 80 years ago. So then there was NXT, which was on in the afternoon, and I watched some of it. The goddamn women's fatal 4-way match was fucking god awful. They gave me a headache to watch it. The 3-way men's, I don't like any. I've just decided that I'm too old for fucking 3-way and 4-way tag team matches because there's too many motherfuckers running around. I can't do it. The one at WrestleMania 2, no. Who's even fucking legal?
It's too much to keep track of. It's just terrible. I 100% agree there. The multi-man tag matches or multi-women, has nothing to do with gender on this. It's just it's not good. There's not a good look on, especially even trios matches. I call them trios, triple
threat matches.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Every triple threat match is the same. Our 4-way match is the same. You get two people facing off while two people lay outside of the ring, or you get two people facing off while one person lays outside the ring. And it's just the same recycled shit. It's like, just give me a goddamn one-on-one. I don't need to see 50 people flying around here. Hold on to the goddamn tag rope and fucking tag him in, goddammit. I don't want to see all this shit.
They don't make sense storyline wise. Like, if you legitimately have two bad guys and a good guy, what are two bad guys going to do the whole time? They're just going to, or if you have two good guys and a bad, like,
right.
You have, I mean, maybe some instances people aren't considered good guys and bad guys anymore, which I'm not a fan of, but
no,
like, there should be some sort of definition. If you're in between, I'm just not, I don't like that.
Yeah, you got to give me somebody to like and somebody to hate.
Give me someone to hate, someone to like.
Exactly.
It's real. I'm real easy on that.
So NXT, I liked Walter versus LA Knight. That was my favorite match. How about you?
My favorite match, I don't know. I never even got to see the pre-show, the tag match.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
I missed that because I don't think you can go back and watch it because it's not on the network. And then I never got to even see the main event, which was really frustrating because Peacock won't let me fast forward, and once I fast forward, it like freezes up, and then I can't watch. So I'd literally have to just let it play through for 3.5 hours to get there or whatever. Yes. And I don't know if I have time for that.
That's not something you could prepare to do.
No, I'm not quite prepared to be that dedicated. Fix your shit, Peacock. I give you $5 a month. I don't remember. Maybe $5. How about I pay you $10 a month and you fix it? I'll settle out on that.
I pay 10. I pay like 9 something because I had to get the ad free because the ads were too fucking much. Yeah. But Glenn called that shit. He said that Ziggler would win and Braun would win it on Monday night, and he was right. Glenn called it.
Yeah.
That's because he's from the future, of course.
He cheated. I mean, you can't really give him too much credit, Glenn, in the future.
Right. Exactly. Well, I think that about wraps it up for our whatever
WrestleMania recap.
The stuff we talk about before we do the show.
Yeah. Before there's mullets and clear-cut winners before a match.
So that person that I posted that picture of, and you said it kind of looks like with muscles, I'm thinking Sabu.
Maybe that's where I was going.
Sabu with muscles.
I can see it. Yeah. I don't know. I was kind of. I'd have to look. I'll see him again, and I'll give me an idea. I don't remember if it was a TV show. He just looks like someone from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sabu, but maybe we'll figure it out. But we'll bring it up here. It is WWF Superstars from August the 22nd, 1992. We're on the road to SummerSlam 1992, so we got 2 more episodes, Mayor, until we get to SummerSlam 1992. And I say when we get to SummerSlam 1992, we watch SummerSlam 1992. We'll do a 3-part SummerSlam 1992 watch along. What do you think?
Was I there at this one?
No, unless you were in London. Glenn was there.
Oh, okay. No, I was not there. I remember there was one around this time in Cleveland. I remember
it was 97.
God, was I that old? Jeez, I thought I was younger than
Or
that.
Was it 96? So was it Shawn Michaels Vader?
Yeah, I think that was no.
Or was it Bret Hart Undertaker?
Now you're testing me on this one. Why am I remembering? This is going to sound stupid, but I think there was like a Goldust and Marlena, and who did Goldust wrestle?
Brian Pillman.
Was it?
Yeah. At 97 it was.
Okay.
96, I'm not sure. I know the Boiler Room Brawl was at 1996 too. Between Undertaker and
maybe it was later than what I'm thinking. I guess I was probably about 15 years, 14, 15. I guess I was older than I thought.
Damn it, Mayor, we're figuring this shit out right now.
I told you, I've got bits and pieces everywhere, and they're just scattered. It's like one of those snow globes.
It is 1996 at the Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio.
And that's when. Okay, then we're still years off. We're 4 years off from that.
You got to see Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Yokozuna. I remember that match because the top rope broke when he tried to do the bonsai drop. And you got to see the New Rockers, Holy cow. And motherfucker, you got to see Jim Cornette, Psycho Sid. Oh, Goldust took on Mark Morrow. That's what happened.
What it was. Yes. Because I remember they had I want to say it was some sort, I don't even know if this made the show, but it was like the SummerSlam beach blanket competition between, was it I think it was Marlena and Sunny, or not Sunny, Marlena and Sable, I think.
Yeah, speaking of Sunny, she like killed somebody.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about her terrible.
Yikes. Anyway, so Superstar August 22nd, 1992. Fire up the cock and let's watch it along together. Mayor, are you ready?
I am 100% ready for this. I can't wait to see this gentleman.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All righty, here we go. I believe we're in Warsaw, Massachusetts for this episode of Superstars.
Warsaw, Mass.
That is correct.
All right. Who do you think we're kicking off the show with? Are we getting an interview?
I know that there is a 6-man tag team match, and I believe that is going to kick off the show. And I think we're both going to be very excited with the participants in this tag team match, both of us.
Okay.
It's going to be great, pal.
I'm excited already. I normally don't like 6-man tag matches, but I have a feeling this one's going to be good.
So shout out to DJ from the Mindless Wrestling Podcast. I had him on one time and there was a 6-man tag and he said, is it really a 6-man tag? It's a fucking 3-man tag because there's only 3 guys on each side. It's not a 6-man tag. There's not 6 people out there.
Yeah, that would be a 12-person match, a 6-man tag.
Exactly.
Which is almost what Survivor Series is. It's close.
Especially when remember when they had the ones that had like the tag teams and they were like,
oh yeah, I was there for one of those.
You were. You couldn't see a thing until it got done to the last couple guys.
No, and I just I remember really dumb things apparently, but I just remember the Conquistadors being in that match and
the Conquistadors.
Not Edge and Christian. They were probably like 14.
Do you remember when Kurt Angle wore that Conquistadors fucking outfit and his neck looked like fucking a square?
Yeah, that's right. That was right before Baron Corbin ended his career. Or not ended his career, retired him. That sounded terrible. He didn't end his career.
The way you sounded, it made like you sound like you crippled him or something.
Yeah, he hit him with like like Droz ended his career or something.
Yeah. Mr. Perfect.
So perfect.
We actually got to see him. Oh, there it is, Mayor. It's the Repo Man, the Beverly Brothers taking on Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Bushwhackers.
Beverly Brothers are a little too close there too.
They are. Yeah, they are. But like, okay, Bushwhackers and Duggan, okay, sure. But why Repo Man and fucking the Beverly Brothers? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No sense. Like, if they would have stuck Lanny Poffo with the Beverly Brothers, that makes sense.
It does. I don't even think he was wrestling at this time, though. I think he was only their manager.
Yeah, but I'm sure he could still go. He's probably only like 37 there.
That's true. We're going to get brother, crush brother.
He was old here. Lenny. I can't even do a Lanny Poffo impression. I can't get the voice down.
Nah, I'm not going to try to do that. Here we go. Saliva Mania, pal. Get your head ready to be licked. It's the Bushwhackers.
God. Hacksaw looks like he might just give in and lick a child's head innocently.
Would be the first time.
Have you ever had the urge to just like you're out in public and just be like Hacksaw and get a USA chant started and see how many people join in? Because I bet people will join in on that. Like,
well, I think it depends on where you live. I live in Nebraska.
You're in Nebraska. They're going to chant with you.
People would join in. Yeah.
You'll have people standing up,
hearts on outside right now and screamed "Go Big Red," at least one of the neighbors would scream it out the window too. If I went outside right now, that absolutely would happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like if I walked anywhere in Ohio and just go OH, someone's gonna throw back an IO.
There you go. Unless they went to Akron.
Yeah,
they went to Akron. That's why
I went to Akron.
I know that's why. Here we go. Oh, wow. I've seen 2 of those, but never 3. That was amazing. It's funny how I just went on a rant about how I hate multi-person tag matches, and now here we are. What the fuck's happening now?
I don't know, but I'm into this.
Oh,
the battering ram with a Duggan.
It's a weird like 5-way. The mayor's at a loss for words. He doesn't know what to say.
No, people that are listening and not watching hear us talking about a weird 5-way. They're probably really confused. What are these guys watching this time?
That's why you should download the Northeastern streaming sports app so you can watch along with us.
Mm.
Oh, look at this, pal. Mayor, I know every day you probably just walk around the living room like that before you go to work, don't you?
It makes you feel good. I mean, it's a real kick in the tuchus. Just start your day with a walk around, don't find a child and lick their head. Skip that part of the bushwhackers gimmick.
I mean, if you want to lick your own kids' head, fine, but don't lick other people's kids' head or any kids that aren't yours. You shouldn't lick your own kids' head because that's weird. But I'm just saying, if you had to lick some kid's head, lick your own kids.
Oh, nice little Irish whip into the running knee.
Oh, my God, that was devastating. You know what? I can't tell. I don't know which one would like one of them is Bo and Blake Beverly. Is that their names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which one's in the ring? Ooh, you don't know either, do you?
Don't know.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I want to say this one looks more like a Bo.
It looks like Mike Enos.
Yeah,
but that's neither here nor there.
The Wrecking Crew,
the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, pal. Don't you never forget it. They're really working over I thought it was the Natural Disasters. I'm not going to lie. And imagine if it was the Natural Disasters, which I'm pretty sure the Beverly Brothers faced the Natural Disasters for the Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam 92. So,
yeah, I think that's what I was remembering. Because when you said that, I thought we were going to get a Beverly Brothers and some random person against Natural Disasters and some random person. Because I thought that's what we were building up to.
I was really hoping, man. Oh, they're choking him with the tag rope now. Look at that.
That would have just been too much goodness all in one ring. I don't know if Hart's could have kicked off the show with that. That might have just shut it down.
We just had to stop the show at that point.
How many Teen Tiger Bop or whatever the Teeny Bopper magazines do you think Handsome Earthquake took the cover of?
Oh, all of them, pal. Every single one in the 90s. He had to have.
He had the fold-out poster.
Oh.
Him just standing there in his jeans.
No shirt.
No
shirt. Hamburger meat out. Oh, look at that luscious hair. Chest hair, I mean. Not his regular hair.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Duggan couldn't go to 10. You don't want to know why? He can't fucking count to 10. That's why.
He only could count up to this first hand because his other one was punching. He got to 5.
And he was so confused that he hit him 6 times and said, "Oh, that's really how you use your head. That's how you get ahead in life." Oh.
Do you think this was the start of Al Snow's gimmick?
Yeah, this is where he figured it out.
he was
you want to talk about fucking CTE? These motherfuckers are just ramming their heads into everything. That was the worst pull out of the ring I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, Duggan. Did Duggan play in the NFL?
He might have played
a little bit in the NFL. Or something. Never played.
He was definitely drafted out. I don't know if he ever made it out of training camp. He probably played in the USFL or something.
Man, that was a stiff shot with whatever that was. Is that a clipboard?
They hit him with the scroll. He hit him with the Genius's scroll. Mayor, let me ask you this: how many scrolls you got?
I've got an actual room just dedicated to scrolls.
Thank you.
Usually, C scrolls are more of my thing.
I thought you were gonna say I have no scrolls. I was going, God damn it! No, that's not what you're supposed to say.
No, I mean I have many rooms of many things, and scrolls are one of them.
I have all these action figures on the wall. The mayor's got a bunch of scrolls
and a plain white wall behind me. Because I'm down in the kitchen today, or no, the dining room.
He's in the dining room today. Oh, the pages of the WWF magazine, the 1992-1993 winter-fall. I'm confused. Is it winter or is it fall? Is it 93 or is it 92?
It can't be both.
Mean Gene. You tell me what fucking time it is. I feel like you're lying to me.
That's a terrible.
Oh, God.
I was going to say it's a terrible tie, but then I looked at Ultimate Warrior and nothing's as terrible.
No, the tie looks better already.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We've already seen this. It was 2 weeks ago. Maybe 4 weeks ago for us. I'm not 100% sure.
We've got how many championships world championships did Rick have in WWF? Was it just the one?
Yeah, just
Did he only have
time.
the one title reign?
So no, so he won it at that Royal Rumble, right? And then he lost it to Macho at WrestleMania 8, and then he won it back from Macho a couple months later. So he did have 2 title reigns.
Okay.
A friend of mine just texted me Hornets, who is a Hornets fan, so I'm assuming we lost.
Oh. It doesn't really matter if you're already locked into playing Boston.
Yeah, that's true.
Boston.
So Rachel used to watch this show called The Bad Girls Club. And there was one season where this girl, like, she was obviously from Boston because every chance she got, she reminded you that she was from Boston. She'd let us know that she was from Boston every single second of every day. She's Boston.
Was she related to Britt Baker? To remind you that she's a dentist?
I think Britt Baker's from.
She's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, you should hate her then.
Yeah, I let Kurt Angle slide. I like Kurt Angle.
Britt Baker, the only wrestler I can hear when the TV's on mute.
Yeah, you just know that she's just bringing up references that she's a dentist.
Yeah, she's a dentist, and she bled that one time in a wrestling match. Good for her. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's great.
Hey, I'll take Britt Baker 1,000 times over this goof.
Who do you think uses more hairspray, Britt Baker or the Ultimate Warrior?
I wish he huffed some hairspray and ended it quicker.
I think he did huff some hairspray.
I think that's why
promos don't make any sense.
Can one huff hairspray? I don't know if that would have an effect. Probably.
Not sure. I've tried a lot of things, Mayor, but that's not one of them.
Hairspray. The White Rain wasn't ever imbibed.
No, that was never something I tried. You know what I do love though? Orange soda.
Ooh, orange soda is delicious. I wish I could have some.
I do.
I'm just on the water kick. That is not vodka.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely vodka.
It's absolutely vodka.
I've got water too here, so don't feel bad, pal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9:30 and I'm drinking water, which means I'm gonna have to get up at 3:30 to pee.
My kid is coming home from Florida this week,
nice.
And I'm hoping that maybe she can sneak back one of those Mountain Dews from Florida. You know what I'm talking about? The boozy Mountain Dews.
There's a different kind of Mountain Dew in Florida?
Yeah, there's like a booze Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
alcohol
so those seltzers that you were showing me.
Yeah, but you can only get them in 3 states.
And Florida's one of them.
Florida's one of them, yeah. Florida, Tennessee, and Iowa, of all places.
Man, I mean, I would go to Iowa and get some, but why the fuck would I want to go to Iowa?
Breakfast pizza from a gas station?
I'll get breakfast. Casey's breakfast pizza here is delicious, so we don't need to go to fucking Iowa for that. Okay. Shit. I think we're talking about the same thing because I think Casey started in Iowa, but their breakfast pizza is delicious. We have a lot of Casey's here.
Okay. That's the only thing that I know about. Oh, I have been to Iowa, but the only thing that I know about recently, since I haven't been to Iowa, is people talk about breakfast pizza from a gas station. If that's what you're known for your entire state, I probably don't want to go there.
Yeah. Nobody likes Iowa.
If we have Iowa listeners, I apologize. I bet your pizza is delicious from a gas station.
Sorry, Nick. Look, I live in Nebraska. It's my job to bash Iowa. That's what we do.
Ohio, we don't have anything that does anything, so.
Papa Shango is here. That's not true. You guys have a really good football team in the state of Ohio. We used to have one, and now we're pretending like we still do, but we don't.
It's not the one I'm a fan of, though.
No, I meant like the Buckeyes.
Okay.
They're
great.
The Bengals.
I thought you were talking about the Bengals because they made the Super Bowl.
Well, shout out to the Bengals, though.
Do you think Papa Shango is related to Papa Doc from 8 Mile?
Papa Doc had one. That's all. Every time I hear the name Papa Doc, I can just think about Cheddar Bob with his gun out. But Papa Doc had one. That's all I can think about.
It's a good Cheddar Bob.
Thank you.
If they ever make an 8 Mile 2, you're a shoo-in, buddy.
I hope so. I'll shoot myself right in the foot. No big deal.
Cheddar Brent can be the.
But yes, they're absolutely brothers. That's one of Clarence's brothers, and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage.
Man, I didn't expect to get to an 8-mile freestyle up here.
You never know what's going to happen on this show, pal.
No, oh God, the shoulder breaker, it's over. I love.
Do you recognize the man that Papa Shango's penning here?
I never got to even see him really.
You could say he's too cool.
Oh, I mean, it's got to be Scotty Too Hottie, right?
Yes, Scott Taylor at the time, but yes, Scott
Taylor. Which I believe he just quit at NXT to go on to start wrestling on his own again.
Yep, he did. Yep. Oh, Papa Shango's now beating him with his voodoo stick, and that's not what it sounds like either. It's not that voodoo stick. It's got it looks like a mop or something. I'm not sure.
It's moppy. He's got the voodoo stick.
He'll give your ass a whooping, Pip. Sorry. He broke it. He broke his voodoo stick over his back. And again, that's not dirty.
Do you think after this, he turned him into Scotty Too Hottie? That was what voodoo he hit him with?
All of a sudden, he was a great dancer.
God dang, what a bump by Timothy White.
He just fucking headbutted that guy. He flat out fucking headbutted him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That wasn't one of the Hebners, was it, that took that headbutt?
I don't think so.
I couldn't. It was a quick camera shot. Weird angle.
His little voodoo stick.
Uh-oh.
Like a brick. Oh, Bret Hart's coming out here. Oh, man. Call me crazy, but I don't remember this feud.
I don't either. There was a Bret Hart Papa Shango feud?
I don't think so. Maybe Bret Hart's going to face Papa Shango next week. Wouldn't that be something?
Was there a Bret Hart Godfather feud?
Definitely not. I think Bret was long gone by the time the Godfather came around.
Papa Shango was a jacked man. He was huge. I mean, he still is large.
I was gonna say, still is a jacked fucking man.
I keep missing every opportunity I have to get to go see him because he shows up here quite often in good old Ohio.
Oh, Monday night, August 31st. Sorry.
Oh, he's just telling us that Monday night on August 31st, we're going over to across the pond. And I don't know why he's speaking with a terrible British accent, but he is.
I don't know if you heard you speaking that British accent reminded me. I don't know if you heard, Mayor, but the United States and England are in the same group in the World Cup this year.
Oh, yes.
And Glenn Abbott has agreed that if we beat England in the World Cup, he will no longer refer to it as football. It will now be known as soccer. So that's
there's more reason for me to pull. When is the World Cup? Is it June?
So it's actually, since it's in Qatar, they're doing it in the wintertime. So it's in November, actually. November through December.
What? I thought it normally was at the end of June.
It usually is, but since it's in Qatar, because it's it's going to be
180. Anyway. It's like playing on Mars.
Yeah, it's going to be 110, but in the summer it's 175. So
why would you do it? I don't know. Okay, because it's part of the world. I get it.
So Raquel Gonzalez was on fucking NXT. I mean, on SmackDown tonight too.
Yeah,
and it's Raquel Rodriguez.
They changed her name to Raquel Rodriguez. I actually kind of like that. I think it has a better ring to it, even though I think Raquel Gonzalez is a real name, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's
a good name. I actually like it. Yeah. It has more star quality to it. Raquel Rodriguez.
In 2 weeks, she'll be Raquel anyway, so it didn't matter. I just actually opened Twitter and I saw your tweet about Ludwig's and Gunther's fine, but Butcher's the shits.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and now he's like Mighty Mouse, like let me at him, like Tim. Yeah,
I was thinking more. Hold it back. I was thinking Scrappy Doo, like he's just Scrappy Doo, like.
Yeah, Scrappy Doo is what I was looking for, but I said Mighty Mouse, unfortunately.
I get it. Mighty Mouse is good too.
We talked our way right through that fucking dummy, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we never once brought up the dummy or Paul Eller. I mean, the Paul Ellering or the dummy.
So the funny thing is, I don't even remember what episode of Something to Wrestle With that I was listening to. but Bruce was talking about, and he pretty much said the same thing as you. He said that he didn't think that Paul Ellering was all that great of a promo, and he didn't think that Paul Ellering really added anything to the Legion of Doom, which I found that interesting because I've never heard anybody else say that before you, and he said it too. So,
hey, me and Bruce got an eye for things.
There you go, pal. Oh, courtesy of Primetime Wrestling, Jimmy Hart is pulling on fucking Mean Gene's suit, and he's pissed now.
What is that hanging from the wall?
Is it like a thing you would carry like a suit in? You know,
maybe
put your suit in, you zip it in. Oh, he's got a contract here. Paper.
Oh, you got this. I can't. God, I wish I could do a Jimmy Hart impression.
I don't think anybody can.
No.
At least not anybody I know.
I actually met Jimmy Hart, and he spoke, and he didn't realize that he was speaking to someone that was like a wrestling fan, so he wasn't in his character, and he spoke like this.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
I think we just got some breaking news, but I'm not sure what it was. But brother Crush is here, brother. Oh, I don't know who he's fighting, but this man is taking it to him quickly. Not for very long though.
Brother Crush, and I'm trying to see. It looks like Horowitz.
I don't think it is though, but you're right.
He looks too muscular and short.
Yeah.
It does kind of look like Horowitz, though.
That's not our guy, is it? That's not the guy from the picture, is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he was in. Maybe it is.
It might be. Oh,
I haven't been able to get a clean shot of his face.
You know what Crush calls that leg drop?
The brother.
The brother leg drop. You damn right he does.
Wow, that was quite the sell for that elbow.
That was very nice. Yeah, I like that. This guy's one of my favorite jobbers thus far.
I know. I haven't even been able to see his face, which is a good quality for a jobber.
Oh, he's got him up in the brother rack, brother. That's what it's called. The brother rack, brother. It's not the brother rack. It's the brother rack, brother.
To the drop down the knees.
Brother. You can't forget that part. You cannot forget that part.
Do you know what Crush puts on his toast?
Brother.
I can't believe it's not brother.
That never gets old. I love
it. Could you pass me the brother knife, brother?
Give me the brother. I said brother, but I couldn't do it quick enough, so it sounded like brother. The fans are excited. That kid's excited.
Oh, did we catch the end of the match? What happened? Was there a pin?
I didn't. I guess maybe. I think we were too busy laughing about the brother jokes.
Okay, well, I mean, there are some things that take precedence in a pinfall.
Just like last week with our safer than having a match with Goldberg.
Things that are safer than having a match with Goldberg.
Yep.
The list is endless.
We are inspired by Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, it's the Beverly Brothers again with the genius.
And they just wrestled and look less sweaty now. They must have cleaned up pretty quick.
They must have. They can take really quick showers, apparently. This guy, the one's got a big fucking head. The one that's talking right now, he's got a big ass blockhead.
That's got to be, what's his name? Von
Wagner's father's got to be the other one. Look at the other one. They got the same bone structure in their face.
Yeah.
So there was like a kid in my neighborhood that kind of looks like what the guy on the left looks like when he grew up. So that makes me not like him because I always want to punch that kid in the face, and now I want to punch this guy in the face because he looks like him.
Do you think it was his dad?
It probably was his dad.
Oh man, this handsome.
I'm sweating. My goodness.
Speaking about sweating and having to go take a shower quickly.
My God, look at all that handsome pal. Good Lord, there's no way we can take the belt off that handsome bastard. He should have all the titles like Kenny Omega.
I wish they still had the belts.
Should have retired their titles with Handsome Earthquake.
Yeah, imagine all the teams that shouldn't have held it after them.
Oh God, we don't want to get started on that. We'll be here all night. I don't think Handsome Earthquake's in the WWE Hall of Fame, man. I don't think he's in.
What? He
Yeah, I don't
has
think
to
he's
be
in.
in.
I don't think he is. I feel like I would remember if he was, and I don't remember them putting him in.
I thought
The
it was
mayor.
so long ago that I thought that it wasn't the COVID year, was it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I might be wrong, but
I can't believe that he's not in. That would be just be mind blowing to me.
I
But I
mean,
guess he really wasn't there long when you think about it. I mean, he was only probably there 2 years,
he should be
other
in the
than like
Handsome
his
Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, that's for sure.
Oh yes, like he did go into he did go into the Hall of Fame in 2015. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So he went
Although
in.
it did take Vader way too long, also. So.
Oh wait a minute, did he? I don't see him on here.
Did they just put him under handsome? Did you check H for handsome?
I don't know because I googled it and I don't think he is. I don't think that's right. I might be wrong. But speaking of handsome,
I'll hack Wikipedia right now.
there he is.
Tony Roy.
there's
Law.
there's our man. He doesn't look like Sabu at all. I take that off the table. Look at those bros in their tank tops. Good God.
Those were a couple Massachusetts bros.
Those are the fucking Warriors trainers or some shit, or his steroid guys, one or the other.
Why are these kids booing?
They don't understand. They don't get it. These kids don't understand cool heels when they see one.
What about Paul's Pikachu card? Or were you a fan of his necklace?
Goddamn. I didn't even realize, like, when I watched it the first night, that he even had a fucking Pokemon card on his neck until I watched it back the second time, and I was like, that's a fucking Pokemon card. But he wasn't bad, was he?
No. Speaking of someone that could have he's doing all right for himself and whatever he's done so far, but man, that guy is natural heel. Like, so is his brother's even better, I think. But I don't know about the wrestling ability, but I saw where he did an interview that he didn't practice anything. Like, he had no practice in the ring, didn't practice any moves, and he pulled all that off and looked that good.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, his brother. I want to punch his brother in the face.
So punchable, so punchable.
I mean, he was probably whooped my ass because he's a boxer. So,
well, I mean, it wouldn't be too sad of a loss. I mean, he did beat a lot of. I mean, he snoozed a lot of expert. God, was he the one that knocked out Frank Gore and Nate Robinson?
He did knock out Nate Robinson. Frank Gore wasn't him.
Okay.
He's beat some MMA guys, but I don't think he's fought any real.
Yeah, it was Tyron Woodley. Yeah, I think he knocked out Tyron Woodley
twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some other MMA guy, I'm not sure. I mean, he's getting paid, so more power to him.
Yeah, these guys are doing it.
Oh, and speaking of somebody I hope got paid, I hope Tony Roy got a little bit extra in his envelope for this ass whooping he's been taking from Razor Ramon.
He has not got in his shit.
None. I've also noticed that there's a lot of empty seats in this arena here. A lot of empty seats. Monday Night Raw is coming to Lincoln.
Ooh.
I'm debating purchasing tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In June.
I'm going to the Saturday night's main event, but it's just a house show. I don't think it's televised at all. But
yeah, it was funny when you first texted me that. I thought you meant it was like an indie show.
No, this is.
And then when you sent me the thing, I'm like, oh, it's actually W. What the fuck happened to her? Did she get by a car? Holy fuck! There's a child with like a body cast in the front row.
She still took the time to. Is this one of the hearts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heart. Look at that! Imagine having a wrestling ring in your backyard as a kid.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I had dreams, like actual vivid dreams as a child of having a wrestling ring in my backyard.
I don't know if it would have been that great for me because I just had to wrestle myself because I didn't have friends. But
that's a good point. Gotta
have someone to wrestle.
We had wrestling buddies. We could have wrestled our wrestling buddies.
It's true. I used to wrestle My Pet Monster and I broke my bed and then I got a whooping for that.
Ooh, so I had like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And it was perfect because it had like the head and then it had like the arms and legs. So you could like put it in submission holds. And yeah, I love that thing. Just not because it was a turtle, just because I could fucking beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, I still have the original My Pet Monster here. I used to beat the heck out of that thing. Lots of Hulk Hogan leg drops were done by Little Mayor to My Pet Monster. I almost lost a fight once. He has a hard nose. Losing a fight to an inanimate object as a child. Very
it's little King Kong Bundy. I'm just kidding. I think it's Skull Von Crush, but he didn't have any fucking hair like King Kong Bundy.
It's Big Vito. Oh, they're really trying to get up to from the crowd.
Rosie Perez making her way up to the front row.
Was that Rosie Perez?
No, but it looked like her.
It looked just like her.
I think she's trying to get the glasses. Let's see if she made it. I hope she made it. She ran all the way up the front. Oh, damn it.
Oh, she was going for the glasses.
That's right. I wish she would have got the glasses. Unfortunately, that kid got them. She probably fucking dropped him on the way to the parking lot, too.
White man can't jump, but he sure can wrestle.
I mean, this fucking guy, I believe that's Skull Von Crush. We've seen him before, and if I'm mistaken, forgive me, Mr. Bald Guy. Looks like little King Kong Bundy.
Mm-hmm. That's Big Vito, right?
Big Vito, yeah. Are we just getting all the hearts on this fucking shit?
We didn't see Davey Boy, did we?
No, not yet.
I guess technically he's not a heart, so.
Well, by way of marriage, he is.
Unless he took the wife's name.
Like fucking like Mike Kanellis.
That's right, he did. Yeah.
He didn't really, but they did it on TV.
And if they did it on TV, it's got to be real.
Bret Hart's going to be shitting himself in no time.
Imagine that's the gimmick that he does. He just gives you the shits.
He just gives you diarrhea.
That would be such a good gimmick. How have they not done that?
Oh, God damn it, pal.
Papa Shitsko.
Don't do that. Do you remember that thing where they would have that gimmick where Natalya would fart all the time? Or maybe you probably
okay.
Do you remember?
I remember it. I don't think I was watching at the time, but I still somehow remember it.
But now instead of Natalya farts on TV, we just get her promos, and I'm not sure which one's worse. Big backbreaker by Bret Hart. As I just ran down his knees. I didn't even think about that when I said it. God damn it.
Calling the match.
Big body slam by Bret Hart. So Papa Shango didn't even fucking his voodoo is useless against Bret's Canadian powers. He cannot break through the Canadian powers of the Hitman.
Do you think Danhausen has the same voodoo-like powers as Papa Shango? Do you think his gimmick could give people the shits?
Yeah, they probably could. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't know anything about that guy until he like popped out from under the ring at AEW. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I literally I sent it to Glenn and Jeremy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what kind of stupid shit is this? And they're like, oh no, that kid's actually good. And I'm like, oh okay, fine. I guess if you say he's good, then.
I can't say the wrestling end is, but he is very entertaining. Because he's been to tons of the local shows that I think he's been at every single local show that I've been to, and he's a very entertaining guy.
Well, good. Well, fucking get paid. That's all I know. They're really pushing this fucking SummerSlam thing. Goddamn.
They don't the Winter Slam, since it was 93 Winter Slam or 93 at Catalog.
Yeah, it's 1 week away, Mayor. Apparently.
1 week away, SummerSlam, Big Ben. Not that Big Ben. This is a clean Big Ben.
I was gonna say, you sure you want to go there, buddy? Okay, Mayor. The world wants to know who you got in the big championship match. You got Savage or Warrior?
I'm taking Mean Gene's tie over Warrior, so I'm going Macho Man, Mean Gene's tie, and then Warrior.
Don't make this a fucking triple threat match. I can't take anymore. I can't take no more. Oh man, I gotta watch NXT UK in the morning. You had Ilya Dragunov versus Roderick Strong. Oh, if you got some extra time this weekend, you better check that one out.
Have they moved Roddy to NXT UK, or is this just like a one-off thing?
I think it's just he wrestled. So he wrestled one of the guys from Gallus a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm sure they filmed all this before. Yeah, I think it's just a one-off thing, unless he beats Ilya, which I doubt.
Mm.
And as you know, the Bulldog wasn't even fucking there.
He was in NXT UK.
He would have been.
He would have been. Maybe his son will be.
I don't think so.
No.
Sounds like 40.
I saw that someone, I think it was NXT, signed him, and then they released him within like a month again.
Yeah, they signed him because he was like that first show back with fans, that SmackDown. Jeremy was there, and he was in a dark match.
Oh, really? Wow.
And then they like a month later they released him.
Oh, what caused that? Look at that smile. Look at that
man, this
jolly
is
handsomeness.
This is gonna tug at your heartstrings. Who are you gonna root for in that one?
I don't know. I'm just gonna be happy like a kid at Christmas when they got their first Super Nintendo.
And then we're gonna get the first ever casket match between Kamala and The Undertaker.
How do you feel about that wife beater and bandana look?
No, thank you.
I think that might be the Ohio tuxedo.
Do you want to guess what the Nebraska tuxedo is?
I'm sure it has to do with something red.
Yeah, red overalls, absolutely.
Okay, red overalls.
Yeah, that's how you know Hillbilly Jim is from Iowa and not Nebraska. He doesn't have red overalls. He's got like jean colored ones. That's something people in Iowa would do.
Yeah.
Or Mud Lick, Kentucky.
Speaking of the Ohio tuxedo, did you see pictures of, I still want to call him Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose at Corey and Carmella's wedding.
Yeah.
He was rocking a leather jacket and a Bengals sweatshirt. And beat up jeans at a wedding.
I like it.
I guarantee he snuck his own flask of whiskey in with him.
Oh, you know he did. And it was an open bar, but he still snuck in his own flask. Actually, he probably did not because he's like, he just got out of rehab. So
he gave up on that. Looking at that picture, he's already done. I wish him the best, but man, you don't show up to a wedding looking like that unless you're already sauced.
Well, maybe he just doesn't get dressed up. I feel him. If I could pull that off at a wedding, I would. That's exactly what I'd wear. Fuck this shit. I got one pair of jeans. I wear them if I got to go to your funeral or your birthday party or your wedding. I'm wearing the same fucking jeans. So whatever you want to do, I got one pair of jeans, buddy, and that's it. That's what I'm wearing.
I call these the special occasions.
Yeah. I like the funerals that you go to and they say, just wear Nebraska stuff. Done. Easy. I can do that. No problem. Good. Perfect. Got lots of shit.
I might have some trouble with that one. I don't think I have any Nebraska gear, but I should get some.
You should. I'm going to send you a Nebraska shirt. Let me get you a good one.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Oh, why would I buy one? I'll just have Rachel make you one.
Yeah, I'd rock the Nebraska gear. I like the colors, good college colors.
Yep. I think we've seen more advertisement for SummerSlam 1992 than we've seen actual wrestling. I feel like we're watching Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, there has not been a lot of wrestling on this show. I mean, the Crush match lasted 14 seconds. The Scott Hall match lasted a minute, and what was the other match? Yeah, but then
Bret Hart.
Yeah, and somehow even the Bushwhackers match went quickly.
It did. Oh, we had Saliva-mania earlier. It's Chokomania now because Nails is here.
John Armstrong. Who's this young buck? Not young buck in that sense. I just meant like a youngster. Boy, those guys aren't even young. They're like my age.
I can't tell you the amount of dollars that I would like to pay. That I would pay to see Nails choke the Young Bucks. That would be amazing.
I still don't think anyone told Nails that this isn't a real fight. Like, he just walks in and starts choking people. He doesn't understand at all.
I don't like zebra pants. He's pissed.
He hates Zubas.
He does. He hates Zuma pants. He said, "That's it. This is a shoot. I'm choking this mother." Dangerous Danny Davis just wiped the sweat off his brow. Like, whew, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy.
Should I call the match and just run? I thought he didn't break it.
He's got like one move, choke,
and a fish hook to the nostril, apparently.
Oh God! What are you gonna do? That's all he does is choke. That's all he's done the entire time.
His entire career. Now he's wrenching on the guy's nose again.
Oh, fucking get the fucking breadsticks ready because Virgil's got a promo. You know what he said? Olive Garden's the best. I got 2 breadsticks, and I said, give me 2 more. Jesus, just stop choking this man. He's got to be disqualified at this point. How many times can you be told to stop choking before you have to be disqualified?
What soup do you think Virgil goes with when he gets the all-you-can-eat breadsticks?
Ugh, that's a good question. I'm not a soup guy. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I don't like soup. So
no soup, huh?
I'm a no soup guy. I'm a no soup
Is
guy.
it the warmness of it?
I just don't feel like soup is filling. Like I don't feel like I can eat soup and be like chili's a different story because chili's got a lot of stuff in it. So that's like a different story. But like I don't know. I'm just not a soup guy.
He's got another chokehold on.
Well, this is actually a legal chokehold, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's killing this man. John Armstrong.
Oh, I think he killed John Armstrong a long time ago.
Oh my God, you killed John Armstrong. You bastard.
Nothing sadder than when your orange soda's all gone.
Nails looks like a big orange soda.
A big choking orange soda. Oh, now he's back. This poor guy's... Jesus Christ.
Do you think he was a fan of the Cleveland Indians?
Why? Because they choke?
Yes.
He might have liked the Chicago Bears, too. So I went to Subway the other day, and I had this on, my Bears hat on, and the guy's like, "Oh, I remember when the Bears won their first Super Bowl." I was like, "Yeah, I was like 6 months old." So,
like I do too. I pooped my pants that day. What? Well, yeah, I was 6 months old. I literally shit myself when they won.
I mean, if they won next year, I might shit myself. So let's be honest with ourselves.
I don't think we have to worry about that one, though.
No, I don't. You're right. I don't think we have to worry about that for the rest of my goddamn life.
I can't. I'm not sure I can name the Bears' starting quarterback right now.
Yes, you can, pal.
Did they trade for someone?
Pal, Ohio State. Come on.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. That's
Justin
right.
Fields.
Yeah.
She said, "Mom, can we go home? I hate this guy's face." Did you see her? She said, "Can we get the fuck out of here?"
For some reason, my brain was still thinking Mitch Trubisky, and he's gone.
No, he play. Well, he's your arch rival now because he plays for the fucking Steelers.
Who knows who's going to be the starter for the Steelers? But we don't need to turn this in.
He just signed.
Sean Mooney.
He just signed with the Steelers, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be him.
I'll take it.
Unless they're going to go with Mason Rudolph or whoever the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, probably not.
No, my luck, he'll fucking win 3 Super Bowls with the fucking Steelers because the Bears let him go. Husk.
We take your puppy. Husk. We choppy.
Husk.
Feed it to you.
Husk. That's a joke, people. If you hadn't heard the story, he did that to somebody. So it's a rib, a very mean rib.
And I don't know how I also turned it into the other Asian manager and say choppy your pee-pee.
It happened.
What's his name? Yamaguchi-san?
I think that was his name. It was something like that. It was something very racist like that. Yes.
It could have been his real name. I don't know.
I mean, you're right. You're right. I don't know.
It probably wasn't, though. It was probably like Fred Smith.
Yeah, it was probably not. Is that Kaientai?
Yeah, he was
another Bret Hart
manager for Kaientai.
I think
we got a lot of Bret Hart tonight. We had him come out for the Papa Shango match, and then we had a Bret Hart match, and now we've got a Bret Hart promo.
Yeah, this is a Bret Hart show.
Now,
and also, his voodoo did nothing to Bret Hart.
Zero.
That got anything.
And we have to know that the power isn't in the glasses because he took those off and it still didn't affect him.
Yeah, so I don't know. Clearly, Bret Hart's way stronger than the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, Papa Shango hit the Warrior with it, and he spit up eels, basically.
Yeah, and then he was like
blood of the earth.
And then he had fucking the shits all over the place. He was puking all over the doctors.
I mean, I'm okay with all that.
It was the shits, for sure.
I'm glad Papa Shango got his good voodoo out on Warrior and not Bret.
Call your cable company for availability. SummerSlam Monday night on the 31st.
Do you think there's still people that actually use the cable pay-per-view version? Because I know you still can get it.
Yeah, I think there's people out there who still like. I could see if you're only going to order one pay-per-view here, but like it's like you could just get it for a month for like $4. Like, why would you pay $60 for it? It doesn't make any sense. Not at all. That kid had a Tatanka chop thing and a Warrior shirt. Oh, Mayor! Next week we get the Warrior and the Macho Man versus the Nasty Boys.
Why are they tagging?
I don't know, but you know how WWF likes to do this. You got a championship match against each other. You're both baby faces. We're gonna put you in the match together.
I guess they were even still doing that back then.
Yeah, even in '92. Look here, Warrior. You think you got the power of the Warrior? Well, we got the power of the pissing in the sink, and we're gonna piss all in your sink next week when it gets real nasty.
Yeah, and you've got a sink too, Macho, and we're gonna find that sink, and we're gonna piss all over it too. Ha! Don't touch the handles. Ha!
Ah! Which corner will Mr. Perfect? Which corner for Mr. Perfect? I mean, what are we talking about here?
I mean, he's going to be in the squared circle, so there aren't any corners.
I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. This Sunday night, I don't know what's happening on Sunday night. I thought SummerSlam was on Monday.
I'm confused as well.
I feel like they're lying to me.
Oh, no, we're at the end of Superstars.
This show ends in much confusion. I'm not sure what's happening on Sunday night or who corner Mr. Perfect's going to be in. I have no idea.
That was, I think, the most matches we've ever watched on Superstars in one episode. I feel like there's like as many matches on that as there was WrestleMania for 5 hours.
but somehow we saw more promotion for WrestleMania. I mean, SummerSlam 1992 than we ever did wrestling. But we saw 20 matches. I don't know how it happened.
It's incredible how it worked out like that. I mean, that was just boom, 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 one after another. Set them up, knock them down. That's how you do it.
That's
Rawhide.
Rawhide. Well, that's going to do it. That's episode 19. Next week's going to be the historic 20th episode, Mayor. What do you think about that?
We're on going to be on the 20th episode of the Mayor Superstars.
It'll be next week. Yep, the 20th one.
I'm going to have to do something special for that. I like that number. That's a good number.
That is a good 20. Yeah, 20 is a pretty round number. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not champion anymore, so I don't know. I'm a little sad about that. Congratulations to Jeremy and his alleged picks since he wasn't on the show.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, pal? What are you gonna do?
I mean, when the windows need washed, they need washed, and you just gotta.
That's right. And it was funny because
take care of business.
Glenn's like, it's all going to come down to the triple threat tag team match, and I picked the fucking Street Profits. So I'm like, well, fuck, I'm out because they're not going to fucking win that thing. Like, well, I lost. I think we all did terribly on our NXT picks. Like, I think like maybe Glenn got one right, and you might have got one right.
Was like, I don't think I got a single NXT pick right, other than I don't know, maybe Walter.
I think Glenn got two because he picked Grimes and he picked Ziggler to win. But other than that, I don't think I got a single fucking one right. I think I got them all wrong. Well, we all picked Mandy Rose though.
Okay.
We all did pick.
Yeah,
Mandy
there's no way they're taking that belt off her for a while. Forever.
Well, I mean, Toxic Attraction got the tag team titles right back. So.
Yeah, and isn't it weird that they're going to take that they took them off and then got them back on in 2 days? And now the men's tag titles are probably going to get removed.
Well, I mean, they have to because what's his name got released. So
yeah, unless they just stick someone else in as his tag team partner, they could just stick some jobber in there with a mask.
They put Kushida as his tag team partner.
Yeah, the guy that wears jackets. No one will notice at all.
I can't think of anybody else that they would put in there as his tag team partner, as Wesley's tag team partner. I just can't think of anybody. Like, who would they throw in there? They released most of the cruiserweights, so.
What do you think John Armstrong's doing these days?
He's dead. He's dead after he got choked by Nails for fucking 15 minutes.
I mean, that's true. Nails probably crushed his vocal cords and his dreams of being a professional, accomplished wrestler.
He never spoke again. Ever.
Never spoke of that match again, that's for sure.
No,
what do you tell your family? Go watch me. You just get choked by Nails for 3 minutes straight.
Your family just watches in horror as a man in a prison suit chokes you the entire match.
Yeah, imagine trying to show that to your children. Like, I mean, that's frightening. Kids just tearing up. Daddy!
Gather around, kids. Daddy's gonna get choked for 7 minutes by a man in a jumpsuit. Terrible. Just Terrible. Well, Mayor, before we get out of here, of course, we got to make sure to tell you to check out SportsWire Radio. We're on SportsWire Radio every week. Make sure you check it out. Follow Thomas on Twitter. Shout out to Thomas Bryce at Thomas Bryce 2017. I don't have anything else to plug. What about you?
I'm plugging this water here. It's delicious. It tastes just like, guess what? Water. Oh, water tastes the same. Why do you spend money on water? I don't know. But I did.
Hey, man, I bet it tastes good.
It tastes like water.
And water tastes good.
And water's good. It doesn't taste bad. Unless you.
We're here to plug water and hydration, people. Get your hydration.
Hydrate. It's very important.
It's very important.
Like Bobby Boucher, the water boy. Gatorade's the devil.
I don't know why that was so bad that it was just hilarious.
It was like my Bill Cosby impression that is quite possibly the worst impression in the history. I don't even know if I want to save it. I'll save it for another day. I don't want to just throw it out there.
I mean, I don't know if I can handle two bad impressions in one night, especially in the span of 5 minutes.
No. And the Bill Cosby one is quite possibly the worst impression that anyone's ever pulled off on planet Earth in the history of planet Earth.
You better tune in next week for episode 20 because we're going to hear the mayor speaking Bill Cosby.
I mean, I might even call a match into Bill Cosby.
Anyway, tune in next week, episode 20, and we will talk to you motherfuckers then.